What's going on, boys and squirrels? Today we're going to be installing a hood shock kit, so we can go ahead and replace on that boy over there. The benefits of this, of course, is it makes it easier to lift up the hood, but also it'll prevent like stress cracks, and my car has a lot of them. So over here we've got a lot of cracking. Along this joint line there's some cracking. Over here, I mean, I would say that's from bad prep, why that all cracked. But don't worry, I put that back. All the paint chips that fell off, I collected them and I glue gunned them back in there, so that's factory. Other than that, I guess it should be pretty easy. There's a kit that I bought right over here from Clark & Clark. Yeah, so it's got the 2 gas pistons. A pretty simple little kit, and it comes with instructions. And yeah, let's install it and see how she works. So the first step is just installing these on the bracket. So this one's gonna be your right hand, this one's gonna be the left side, something like that, I think. There we go. So it's basically, you put one of these boys in here this way, I believe. Whatever is the opposite of that. Definitely did that wrong. Okay, here we go. You got a washer, one of these nuts, and simply screw it in place. And then basically this bolts on to where I'm going to show you next. Once you got the balls in, you're just going to do that to the bottom here. These 2 holes will line up here to the molding, and you basically just place this on here. It says tuck the wiring behind it, but I don't see how that's physically possible, so I'm going to do one of these boys, and we're going to hope that it doesn't interfere with anything. It might, but we're gonna have to just hope that it doesn't. But we'll have a look at it anyway. Another unfortunate thing about mine is I don't have any proper hardware for this, as the bolts are missing. But I do have random bolts I've pulled off of another Spitfire, which is what this one bolt is here, which threads up perfectly. And then I have some random Allen key, hex key bolt right here, which also threads in. So we're gonna screw these down nice and tight, and we'll go from there. So this nut was actually, or this bolt was actually a 10 millimeter. So this red on it must have been from my son's car, but we won't let him know. He doesn't need it. So you're probably wondering, am I ever going to change these out? Absolutely. I have a parts car Spitfire that has these 2 bolts still in it, and if they're not rusted out completely, I will transfer them onto this. Okay, so the next little nipply boy goes into the second hole up here, and we're going to put 2 washers on it, one on each side, just so we don't damage anything. It doesn't appear to fit in the hole. It does fit through the first one. Doesn't want to go through the second one. Okay, so we're gonna have to open that hole a little bit. So let's go ahead and use the most inefficient way to do this. I'm gonna use a file. So we can go ahead and start threading this in. There you go. Now you got a few threads in. You can get the old ratchet on here. Boy, if you don't... Now when we get the right socket on, we can do it. Nice. Okay, so another washer on this side. Lock washer and nut. And she's tight. We can go ahead now and try to snap this boy into place. So we press firmly on that little joint. She's in on the top. She does not want to be in on the bottom. Oof. Doesn't even come close. Interesting. I feel like I'm flexing the hood a little bit too much trying to lift this shock into place. Okay, that's in place. That didn't seem very good, but it is what it is. Let's work on the other side now. So we can go ahead and remove this hood prop. You don't need that. So for some reason this top bolt has like 3 nuts on the other side. Okay, so that's all that off. Mint. It's good when you get your pinky in there too, so that'll help it get extra tight. So of course for this side we've got the mismatched bolts. It's gonna help us. Jeez. This wiring is not gonna help me though. Okay. The wiring is very tight there. I hope this doesn't affect anything, but we will see shortly. I mean, we can call that close enough. So now we can go ahead and put that other nut on the top there. Oh, it's not a lot of room. Okay, let's see if this boy fits. Nope. You gotta give her the file. Now we got the washer, lock nut, and this nut. We get her on just enough. Nice and tight. The last piece of the puzzle, which is the shock. Let's do the top one first. Oh wait. I think we want to try doing the bottom one first. He's on there. Rip. Oh, top one doesn't want to go on. What? Peel. Oh yeah. So let's give it a test run and see if it closes. Well, it's a little tough, but it's supposed to be a little bit tough. I didn't hear it hit anything. She latches. Alright. Let's see what it's like to lift it up. Oh yeah. Super nice. Look at this. Automatic. Okay, chill. Jeez. Basically, almost touching the pillar there. Basically right now where it's at is, it's harder to close than it was to open. So take that how you will. After a while it is going to get a little bit easier, but let's just do this one more time. Oh yes. Wow. So just another view of it. Okay, she's good. She's down. Easy to bring it up. Oh yes. I'm kind of reluctant to let it go by itself because I don't want it to like shoot up and kind of like damage anything, but I mean, seems pretty good. I might leave it closed for a little bit just to squeeze it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The more you use it, I guess the more I lift it up and down, the better it's gonna be for it. It's gonna get a lot smoother. Because right now it's a little bit tough pulling it down, but pretty good. So far I'm happy with it. Oh yeah. Minty. Okay, so that's it. That's the, don't mind the rust. That's the video of installing these shocks. I got them from Clark & Clark. I might put the link in if I remember. But they're pretty good overall. Again, like, this is the first time I put these on, like, I don't know. But the only issues I came by were issues with my own car. For example, there was some bent stuff over there, but we're not gonna worry about that. These holes were a little tight, but I think that's better because now it'll be more snug. Other than that, it's fine. Clearance issues seem fine. I don't think it's hitting anything. Is it? Nope, must just some dust from me because I'm dirty. Yeah, seems pretty good. If anything happens with it, I'll let y'all know, but it looks pretty good. Next video, I think, is probably going to be putting a heat shield between these carbs, just because I'm getting some issues where it's not really idling as well as it should be when it's really hot or sitting in traffic and stuff when I'm in the Mickey D's drive-through for too long because they have to catch the chicken for my my poulet meal. Anyway, so I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. In the spring there's gonna be a lot more videos. Things are slowed right now, but hey, anyway, take care, comb your hair.